I love Star Trek. Star Trek is a massive multimedia behemoth of a franchise that started with a 1966 TV show and has since spawned numerous other shows, over a dozen movies, tons of video games, and countless books. As much as I love a lot of what I've seen, I'm not a Trekkie. I've seen a little bit of the original series growing up, I've seen all the movies, the only video game I played was that Quake clone called Star Trek Voyager Elite Force. And most of my knowledge comes from the Next Generation series and Deep Space Nine, which I have seen a lot of, but I've never sat down and made my way through every episode. But I have dabbled enough into all the other series to get a feel for them. But like I said, this is just a fantastic premise for an adventure. Space, the final frontier, seemingly endless vast where anything is possible. And just like other sci-fi staples, it gets as much mileage out of that premise as it can. There is a lot that goes on in Star Trek, which makes sense considering there's almost as many Star Trek episodes as there are Pokemon. The strength of Star Trek is in its flexibility. It puts the focus on the idea of living out in deep space and exploring worlds, cultures, ideologies, and histories. That way, each series can have a completely different tone and cast and it'll fit right in. So long as you have the sleek future tech look and the liberal leaning of the Federation, then you have a solid addition to the Star Trek franchise. But this is an easy formula to mess up. I don't like the J.J. Abrams movies because they turned it into a boring version of Star Wars, and going too far into that direction will give you the aptly titled STD. But that's the thing, it's such a flexible franchise that all that needs to happen is a new showrunner coming in with good ideas and a strong cast, and boom, new series, and it's all like the baggage that came before never existed. And that's why I love Star Trek.